What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our first video of set 12 testing. I asked some people in our little local Arizona Discord what decks they wanted to see played, and they said they wanted to see yellow purple against blue steel, and so I went ahead and threw those decks together. But if you guys want to see any other matchups as you start to wonder what decks you're going to play for set 12, just leave them in the comments below or find me on Discord, Teacher of Math, anywhere that you can find people. And then go ahead and give me some suggestions on what to play. This is a new way that I decided that we're going to start deciding who's going to go first in the games. We're just going to take a bunch of random cards, some high value cards in there to keep things interesting, and then we're just going to each grab half and rip it. Whoever's got the higher half gets to go first. I'm going to try to take it to some DLC, see if I can get anybody on board, you know. I do win the rip, if you will, and so I will be on yellow purple on the left going first. Again, my name's Teacher of Math. And then I got my friend Eddie on the right here. We call him Golden Mickey Eddie. You're never going to guess why. It's because he won a Golden Mickey. So I am going to start here mulliganing. Again, I'm on yellow-purple. It's a pretty standard build. I'll put the deck list on the screen right now. And then also when there's any new cards from set 12, like that Will-O-the-Wisp, I'm going to go ahead and put them on the screen and just kind of explain. But Will-O-the-Wisp is a 0/3 1-drop that when banished in a challenge comes back to your hand. It's obviously got a lot of synergy within your Dale that came out. Because it can hit for 3, and then when it dies in a challenge, it just comes right back to your hand. On his turn 1, he inks a Tipo and plays a Robin Hood. That is another new card there, the Robin Hood 1/3. I ink a Horseman Strikes and play a Mowgli. I do hit the new Casa Madrigal location, and then I see that he's got another Beyond the Horizon in his hand, which is nice because I have another Mowgli in hand, and so I know that I can kind of play that and be free to rip that Beyond the Horizon. He does what all blue steel decks likes to do at this point in the meta, is that just turn 2 ramps so that he can go ahead and play. I rip another non-action from his hand by playing the Mowgli, and he's got Pete and Robin Hood in hand, so looking like next turn a little bit dead for him. We'll see what he draws. I elect not to use that last ink, just leave it sitting up. He does have the Shift Robin Hood, obviously. Drew Strength, going to go ahead and ink it so that he can play his Pete next turn. This deck is notoriously kind of has a hard time killing that Robin Hood. Unless I draw a Dale and I have like an Elsa or something, it gets pretty tough. So he does draw an Inkable, plays the Pete out. I have a World's Greatest in my hand, so I World's Greatest to Pete. So he's got nothing in hand, Robin Hood and Tipo. And I ink a Demonic because I don't want to give him more cards. Kill the Tipo. His turn goes, he banishes my Mowgli with Robin Hood, gets 2 lore. And again, I'm just hoping, like, please bottom it, and he lets me draw because he knows I have no way to kill it. I just have to pass, but I got a bunch of cards in hand now, so if I can ever kill this Robin Hood, it's going to be great. He draws a removal spell, quest for 2. The Robin Hood only needs 10 more lore, and then he's going to be sailing free. So the camera does end up tilting a little bit throughout this game, I think. And so sorry about that. I think I noticed it in a little while. But I throw that Will-O-the-Wisp into the library and then into Robin Hood just to kind of get it back to my hand and draw a card. He draws a location, which is another problem for me because I'm already having a hard enough time killing the Robin Hood. I don't know what that location does. And so it's 2 lore, and then you get to heal it. So I can't even chunk it with the Cheshire Cat and Mowgli. But I do get a second Cheshire Cat here, so I think there's a way for me to kill the Robin Hood here. Put 3 damage, then I can move 2 onto the Robin Hood. And then I'm going to boost the last one onto Mowgli, from Mowgli onto the Robin Hood. So he doesn't get the draw. My Cheshire Cat doesn't die as well, but it is exerted. Clean it up, dude. Let's go. So he's at 12, getting 2 a turn. I do have exactly 7 on board, which is great, strength-wise. So with the 2 cats and the Mowgli, I can go ahead and kill it. And so I'm gonna pop a guidebook just to keep on drawing because I need answers for his cards because he's at 14, which is kind of a lot. So I am able to kill the house there. I play a Genie that can shuffle back in, a Will-O-the-Wisp, and then I move a bunch of guys in there. And then I say go. Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's a Tinkerbell. He draws a Tinkerbell, which is actually a pretty good draw because that does check my Genie. I can't just quest for free. Because even if I move the damage from Cheshire Cat, then he can still just put both of his guys into it to kill it. So I decided to quest and shuffle it in, draw 3. Again, just keeping those answers for anything that he draws, because 14 is pretty close. So I have it exerted now. I'm going to put 2 damage with my Elsa, and then I'm thinking about running the cat in. I'm trying to figure out if there's any way for me to not just let my cat die. And so I can double boost, right? And I just move both damage onto the Tinkerbell. Yeah, I think I forgot to boost the cat earlier. That's why I put 2 cards under. When I boosted the cat earlier, I didn't put the cards under. So you guys don't look at this and be like, this is exactly what we should be doing. That's the Singer Ariel, the 6 cost. It's not a new card, but it's kind of covered by the glare, so that's my bad. But if he casts a song, he can pay 2 to do 3 damage to one of my guys. I'm deep in thought here. I play an Elsa, exert the Ariel. He scoops because I have control of the board. I got a library out, all these guys. I'm pretty much got almost a 2-turn clock. So he decides just to go to game 2. Save the viewers some time, he said. I think he was just embarrassed that he got cooked so bad. Again, I'm playing on the right side is Eddie Caudill, guys. He is one of very few players that is double qualified. He's qualified to play in nationals or the Continental Championship in North America and Europe. He qualified in Ghent, in Richmond, and so I'm just really buzzing right now that I was able to beat him for a game because he's my idol, man. So we are going on to game 2. Mulligans are going down. At this point, I'm feeling like Yellow Purple's a pretty good pick. We didn't even see the Dale at all last game, and Dale is the big new card from the new set. Again, that Dale allows you to challenge with your willpower instead. So like the 1-drops in this deck have changed a little bit from early testing. Like we used to be on Eilonwees and Royal Guards, but now I really like the Will-o'-the-Wisp and the Palace Guards because they're hitting for 3 and 4, and then the Will-o'-the-Wisp just gives you value back when you trade into it. And with Dale, they're just smacking for a lot. But Dale notoriously not very good against the Thunderbolt, which we'll see a lot here. He is Tinkerbell and just pass. I play a Palace Guard. You know what I learned is really good against Palace Guard is 3 arrows. Because you can just pick it for the 1 damage and it just dies. It's very, very sad. I play a Willow, which is kind of the start that we want. We'll see if I have anything to ramp into. He inks the house, and then for Cinderella trigger, he does ink another card at the end of his turn. So I have 1. I go into another Willow, into a Mowgli. I see he has no songs, which is a bummer. I also see he has a Goliath, which is not great for me, but luckily he has so many cards in his hand that I'm pretty sure he's not going to Goliath. It's kind of interesting to take the double Cinderella charge. I may have gone Moana here and then inked from my discard, but who knows, dude? This guy's a master. Looks like I have a Tigger in hand, so I'm going to quest for 1, bounce it, and then see if with either of the Cinderella charges he was able to pick up a non-character card. He was not, so now it's just scarier cards. He's got a big Ariel that can sing songs, a Goliath that can help keep him gassed up, and then I have like a whole bunch of nothing in my hand, if I remember correctly, and a bunch of like 1/2s on the board. So it's not looking great for me at this point, but I believe in myself 100%. I'm going to bring it back. Eddie's thinking a long time on this turn. Is probably something really good. Plays the Ariel for 6. Inks a Tipo, so we know he has Goliath in his hand, and then he inks off of the Cinderella. Inks again off of a second Cinderella trigger. I didn't realize how many princesses were in this deck. Like, every card he played was a princess, and I was like, dang, he's got infinite ink. Like, if you look, I have 4 ink, and he has, what, 6, 11. It's 5 ink to 11 ink. It's pretty crazy. So I play a Genie, just hoping to draw a few cards. Like, I just really need to kind of get to a Raging Storm, I think. Especially if he plays Goliath, I'm kind of counting on that. He forgets that this Genie has 4 health right now. It's just like such a tank. It's pretty crazy. It's so hard to kill it. So he has to use the aerial trigger to also kill it. He's just trying to think if there's a better thing to do, but he really doesn't want me to draw. So he does drop the Goliath down. He's got 2 cards in his hand. They're both Cinderellas, so he could potentially next turn get 4 Cinderella triggers. That would be sick. I'd be so happy for him. I go ahead and I'm probably just going to end up inking the Elsa here. There's not really a lot I can do. And so I just move everybody into the library. Killing anything is not really going to help me right now. I'm just trying to get to a Raging Storm. And then, like, you know, it'd be cool if I could Raging Storm with all my guys in. I make a joke here about, is this a good way to put my cards? Just a funny little bit, you guys. I'm like, is this funny? Ha ha ha. And it was really funny. So if you didn't think so, you're probably wrong. He plays another Goliath. At this point, he just assumed, I mean, he's got 2 turns, right? And so he's just trying to go crazy here. End of the turn, he draws. He's doing a million Cinderella triggers. He quested for... Oh, he killed a library with a couple of them and then quested... He killed a library with Goliath and Cinderella and then quested for 3 with the Ariel and the Cinderella. So he's got a million ink now, as if he didn't already. I have a Demona. You can see that's signed by my son. It's classic, very valuable. I draw a Dale and a Bagheera, so that's exciting. And then I realized, like, wait a minute, I'm not playing this. Let me crash in with Tigger first and then play Dale to kill with my Palace Guard. Otherwise, Tigger would have only done 3 and it would have been enough. Palace Guard doesn't even die. It's, like, great value. And then I get to draw off Goliath, too. I'm thinking here, should I be questing? What should I be doing? I decide, am I going to quest? No. Oh, you guys actually thought I was going to quest. You guys are so dumb. No, I don't quest. I just draw off the Goliath. And again, I'm kind of hoping to get to Raging Storm before I die, because I know he's going to kill. He can kill all my guys every turn. That was the 3 arrows card. So the 3 arrows card, you get to do 2 damage to one character and 1 damage to another character. So he did 2 damage to Willow. He did 1 damage to Palace Guard because he chose the Palace Guard. With 3 arrows, the Palace Guard dies. Kind of a bummer. So he's got full house on the board. Cinderella full of Goliaths here. I got a guidebook. Gonna draw 2. Hoping to draw a Raging Storm, and I'll just discard the rest. I gotta think I drew a Raging Storm. Otherwise, I mean, Hades is so bad. So I played. Look at this. Look at this heads up play, guys. I'm gonna play this one. I realized the camera was tilted. You guys are welcome. I'm going to play the elephant. What do you guys think I'm going to bounce to the elephant? What's going... Oh, no, I'm banishing the elephant because I want to have 2 chances to draw off Goliath. You guys are not ready for this level of gameplay, banishing my own cards. Even though I could have bounced a card, drawn 1 through with Goliath. Dude. Yep, he 3 arrows me again with my Palace Guard. So I got 1 card, and I'm like, you think I care I got 1 card, dude? He'd be on the horizons for himself. Inks to 3 arrows, plays a Robin Hood, plays a Ariel. It's just like perfect for him. But guess what I got in my hand? Everybody better buckle up. Here we go. Does he have it? I just looked at my cards for the first time. Quest for 1. Play a Raging Storm. Oh, we got it, baby. So now it's 2 cards to 2 cards, 14 to 4. I got to slide that lore counter over for the future, guys. I'm so sorry about that. He plays Tinkerbell and a Pete. 1 damage on Will-O-the-Wisp. He thinks I care about that, dude. I don't care. Oh, now it's dead. I cared about that. Love that card. Draw a guidebook off the top. That's pretty gas. Elsa and Will-O-the-Wisp. Exert. Who cares? 2 damage on there. Because I put 2 damage on there because A, Cheshire Cat if I draw, and then B, if I draw Dale, then I can just kill with Will-O-the-Wisp. Then it comes back to my hand. Crazy. Imagine if I drew a Dale, then I could Will-O-the-Wisp into Tinkerbell, Elsa into Pete. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. Never mind, it's dead. Oh, he's killing everything. What's going on here? I draw World's Greatest because I'm the best. So right now 17 to 4. Now he's at 19. I look at my top card. It's a Demona. 1, 2, 3. What do we got, baby? Boom. Hades. Triple ink. I lost that game, guys. 1-1. Going into the final game of the 3-game series of the Blue Steel versus Yellow Purple Set 12 first game of testing. This is it. It doesn't get more exciting than this. Both players shuffling their deck. If you're trying to figure out what's going on under my arm there is a dog next to me. His name is Sully. And then my friend Gio is petting the dog. So that's why it looked like there was a hand going into a dark void there. All right, I'm on the play again, even though I didn't rip a card this time. Okay, I see a Willow. That's good. I saw a Raging Storm. Could be good later. Man, it's really bugging me. I can't see that lore. I'm so sorry. He showed me that he kept a T, but I was confused about why he kept 6. Or why he shipped 6. I don't know what he was keeping. All right, here we go. This is a tough one. Ink a Lilo. Okay, this is where I lost the game right here. I should have inked the Lilo because I had a plan. See, I thought about inking a different card. I was supposed to go turn 2 Willow, and then turn 3 I was supposed to go Willow Lilo, but I literally just brain farted and then inked my Lilo, and then we don't know if I lose the game, so pretend I didn't say that. But Lilo would have allowed me to put on so much pressure, and instead now I'm gonna what am I gonna do? I'm gonna play a library, so that's still a little bit of pressure, but Lilo's just so much better. And now all the Lilo's doing is sitting in the inkwell. I get 3 arrowed again. I mean, he keeps 3 arrowing exactly my Willow and Palace Guard. It's so sad. So I draw 2 off the guidebook. I have no tempo. He still has almost double my ink. I ink my Mowgli. Let's see if I can see what we got. I gotta show my hand more often. Now he's got a Pete in play, and he's just rocking with it, dude. Tipo-'s done 2 damage to the library. 6 more turns, and my library is toast. I'm getting real nervous. We're gonna play Hades on his Pete. He says I can draw because he loves that Pete, dude. He loves drawing cards. He's gonna boost Pete, quest out 1. He gets any card he wants. I forgot to get library lore last turn. That's why I just put it on the board right there. I believe it's 3-1. He's going to put another damage on the library here with Tipo. Library has 5 willpower remaining, so either the Pete's can kill it. I'm going to Mowgli. I hit the Casa Madrigal, dude, and I see the MERIDA, and he's got the 3 arrows in the discard, so I'm feeling a little bit scared because he can get it back with the MERIDA, and then, boy, he can just kill a bunch of stuff. So I kill Tipo, elephant my Hades back, so I can try to Hades one of the Pete's next turn. Now he needs to decide if he needs to kill the library and then quest. I think he's gonna quest with this one. He's questing with this one for sure. Gonna look at what he wants to grab. I see he's got the Casa Madrigal. I mean, the locations are so good against yellow purple because their whole thing is to board wipe, and obviously the board wipe doesn't affect the locations. And so I think he did end up taking that. And he's gonna boost one more time. I think if I was at 7 ink, he wouldn't be boosting and questing because he knows that I could wipe the board and then I would have a library just sitting there. But because he knows I'm there, so he's gonna play the house because I can't kill it. And also, I just can't chunk it. So I can't even over 2 turns kill it with my 2 characters because it heals itself when a character quests there. And then if I put damage on it, he could just quest with that Pete, kill my library with the other one. He's going to let me draw again with Hades. And so I got all these cards in my hand, and really all I'm just doing is please don't get so much value. So here I'm like, okay, I'm gonna kill the house, but then I realize what the effect is. It can just heal automatically. So I'm just gonna sit with my guys because I do have 7 strength on the board. And he needs a removal spell to kill 1. Tinkerbell's not enough because they all have enough willpower, and so then I can just kill the house. My goal is to kill the house and then board wipe, right? And we know that I have the board wipe because I started with it turn 1, or off the mulligan. So Pete's gonna grab my card. I think at this point he has 6 cards in hand, and I'm like, this is looking very dire. It looks like I have 5 cards in hand, but his card quality is just so much higher than mine. He's got Pete's and Tinkerbells and Goliaths and the MERIDA. Interesting that he quested. He's also going to sing what else can I do. So I'm trying. These cards should be on the screen as we're going through, but you look at the top 2 cards of your deck. One, it's how far I'll go, right? One goes into the inkwell, one goes into your hand. And then if somebody sings it, your characters get ward until the start of your next turn. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna kill the Casa, and then I'm gonna ink and hardcast Raging Storm. Obviously, that's the only way you can do it. I'll draw 3 off of, or just 2 off of the library, which feels pretty good. And so the score is 6-7. He's got a Moana. He's gonna ink from the discard, and then he's going to play also Cinderella. Pretty powerful turn there. I think I end up having let's see if I have another Raging Storm in hand. This board might not be Raging Stormable, but he could just kill my library next turn, so I'm like, if I can continue just getting library lore, then we'll be fine. So I draw a Dale there, and I'm pretty excited about that because I know he's going to exert his Moana, and then I can actually just kill the Moana with my Genie if I play Dale, if he survives, because Genie will be hitting for 5, and he still has 5 willpower as well. Because I know he wants to exert to kill the library, because that's kind of my game plan right now. I also don't know how many turns of library lore I've missed, but I think it's probably been quite a bit. I wasn't super locked into the game state this game. I was just trying to have fun with the new cards and stuff. It is fun to play core, so if you guys... yeah, sorry about that rotation. I got to figure out how to like tighten that little bolt thing there. If you guys want to see any other decks, just let me know, right? Because we want to play all kinds of set 12 matchups. And so I want to make sure that we're playing what people want to see. So again, that was the Merida in action there. She did 3 damage with the library, but it does, she did 3 damage with strength, but it does 2 extra because of her ability. And she's also a princess, so she triggers Cinderella, so he continues to hyper ramp, just able to do whatever he wants. And I do know he got a 3 arrows back as well when you play Merida. So I have a Dale, so that allows me to trade that into Moana, and then I play like every card in my hand. So I have 3 left, and again, the Dale's going to allow that Genie to hit for 5, but 3 arrows does 1,000,000 to everybody, and then he Thunderbolts my Genie and just is killing everybody, and it does not feel good. Another Merida to get back to 3 arrows, so he's got that loop going now. We have a friend sitting next to us who was petting the dog earlier. He wanted to read the card, so that's why the card disappeared from the field. He's reading it because he's like, that card seems busted. And based on what's going on with me, I'd have to agree. Hopefully I have a board wipe here because he's got 5 lore on board, so that's a 2-turn clock. He also, I think, has 3 cards in hand. I don't have a board wipe, so I play the Dale and then I play the Demona in order to draw 2 cards. Looking for a board wipe, but Demona's hitting for 6 now with Dale. That's pretty cool. But he's got 5 cards in hand, so probably got some sort of removal. Yep, we see the Thunderbolt there. So Thunderbolt can just kill the Demona for free. See what he decides to do. Oh, he had the aerial. Does he have an aerial as well, I saw? Yeah, plays the aerial. Thunderbolt does 6. He pays 2 more with aerial to do 3. So now Dale's got 3 on him. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have enough to quest and then cast Raging Storm. So I get to draw a card off the library, which feels great. But he's at 15 lore, and I got 2 cards in hand. He's got 4. He plays a Robin Hood, Tinkerbell, and a little Robin Hood, and says, "If you have it, you have it." I don't. I play a Horseman. Also don't have it. Palace Guard. So that's going to be game 2-1 to Golden Mickey Eddie. Blue Steel, best deck of the format so far. If you want to see any other matchups, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.